intense. It is overpowering. It erases everything else from the mind. It sets the blood boiling and the adrenaline ablaze. It will keep you tossing and turning into the wee hours of the morning. It demands total attention and wouldn't let go of its grip until it is satisfied. It is passion. I'm Solomon Mac-Auley. Hello!
They don't wait for things to happen. They make them happen.
They don't lounge by the seaside waiting for the boat of fortune to sail to them. They swim out to it.
Some of them were born on the laps of luxury.
Others with a long wooden spoon dangling from their mouths.
They purchased greatness with a similar currency: time.
They are passionate, resilient, dedicated.
Survivors, all of them.
Achievers, etching their footprints on the pages of history and the sands of time.
Actors on the set of achievement.
Every night for them is opening night.
They are unusual.
Man and woman unusual, evolving world-class entrepreneurs.
If we'll fail to build better homes, we will have to build bigger prisons, said an unknown author. Bring up a child the way he should go. When he grows up, he will not depart from it.
Being a full-time housewife for the rest of her life wasn't her life's agenda. She had plans of owning a business someday. First things first though, for 10 years, Bukky Pt1 stayed at home bringing up her children the way they should go.
I didn't know what kind of business to go into. So I consulted a couple of people, and a particular friend of mine, who today I call my consultant, told me to write down. We were discussing, and he told me to tell him all what I like to do, what my hobbies are. I should tell him exactly the kind of things I really love to do. So I wrote them down and we discussed them, and he said to me, with these qualities, you can be an event planner. And by the time we discussed it and we looked into what an event planner really does, I found out that I've been doing it for years, only I wasn't making money out of it.
Sounds familiar? Are you the neighborhood free-for-all baker? Are you the one your friends always call upon when they move houses and need to coordinate colors for their new homes? Think upon the number of times you've had to do something over the years out of passion or just as a hobby. Put a price tag to each time. You'll be shocked how much money you've thrown down the drain. Better late than never though.
When I decided to become an event planner, knowing that I had all the qualities, because over the years I've actually been planning things, events for people. When I was in school, I would plan parties for people. As a married woman, I could take a whole wedding, for instance, in the family. When there's somebody married, maybe my friends, sisters, and all that, they come to me and say, Bukky, look, my sister is getting married, and I will just pick a paper and a pen and I will write out everything that is needed for that marriage, from toothpick to wedding dress to openers and all the little details that one would ordinarily forget. So from then on, in some cases, I even do the shopping for them.
Hold it! Do not take that leap yet.
Not all hobbies and passions are business ideas.
It must satisfy a consumer need, the need of enough consumers to generate an income.
People are busy. We have all young people who want the best. They don't have time. They're all bankers, they work here. They don't have time to do the shopping and plan all these things. We were coming to that age. That's what happens abroad. People want to plan a wedding. They have somebody, they just go somewhere, pay somebody who does all the wahala for them, takes all the trouble of them. So I just felt we were coming to that. We needed to do it. The corporate organizations are doing it. They have their corporate departments that handle them. But at the individual level, we didn't have it. And I knew it was going to come. We were going to have it someday. Young people would want these things. They want people to plan their weddings for them, plan all kinds of events for them, and I had that thing. I knew it was going to come to that. That's why I went for the training. There were lots of challenges, a lot of challenges. The main one was my husband, getting him to accept this new line of business, because all my life, all my married life, I've been with them, taking care of them, my husband and my kids. So I was always there for them, you know. And this time my job takes me out. Sometimes I have to travel out of town. Sometimes I have to even sleep on site, because I'm a very thorough person. I always like to be there, except I'm out of town. No matter how little or how small the job is, I always want to be present. So that was a big one. But again, I told you earlier that this event planning thing is inborn. Because I'm used to organizing myself, planning myself, my kind of person, it wasn't so difficult to do.
She's done it over the years. She has a flair for it. Deciding to turn her passion into a business meant she had to garb it with a costume different from the one she's clothed it with over the years. It meant she had to change her point of view and look upon it with new eyes.
Turning your passion into a business venture means hard work, seriousness, dedication, foresight, and discipline. It means a change of attitude, a total overhaul of the old ways of doing it to new ways, ways that would attract and hold patronage.
I wanted a business, a serious business. I wanted a business where, everything is well set from when I decided that I was going to be an event planner. But I still needed to have a proper training, because I'm a very thorough person. I needed to have a proper training because of all the things I plan. I am a decorator. BESD is an event planning outfit where we coordinate varied events from weddings to burials to AGMs. So I had to take a course in. It took me about 2 years from when I decided through the courses to when I actually got a shop and I started.
Novelist St. Clair Lewis was supposed to deliver an hour-long lecture to a group of college students who wanted to be writers. Lewis opened his talk with a question. How many of you really intend to be writers? He asked them. All hands went up. In that case, said Lewis, my advice to you is go home and write. With that, he left.